YouTube, we're back with another video. And today I want to talk about the basic fundamentals of generating leads on Facebook and how you can be successful. So I hope this video helps. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. When we're breaking down some of the myths, talking about some of the simple strategies that you could use and how it can benefit you for all industries and helping you in your lead gen strategy. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, talk to y'all soon. All right. Cool. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 4 different strategies that I think are super important for how to actually generate leads on Facebook, specifically for your industry. And this is going to be applicable. This will be general principles that you can leverage and use that I've seen and that I know to be super helpful, and hopefully they can help you all as well. So the first one, get good at something and understand your niche. Now, what I mean by this is like most people have experiences in their life that allow them to be really good in some way, shape, or form in some particular field. If you're looking at this information right now, you're probably already skilled in some way, shape, or form, whether it's sales, whether it's products, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's web design. There's something that you are really good at. You could be a car mechanic. It does not matter. Every single business needs leads. If you are not the lead yourself, you can find a way to get more people leads. For example, if you are a life insurance agent, you need to sell to clients who are life insurance agents, right? You have to give that product, meaning a lead, to somebody. If you are the insurance agent and you need something to sell using your insurance license, you need clients to sell to, whether they're final expense or IUL or whole life. If you are a real estate agent, you need to probably find people to sell to, whether they're sellers or buyers. If you wanted to generate leads to go get real estate agents, you could do that too. You could go run recruiting ads for clients in all industries, sports, entertainment, medicine. It does not matter. You can find people who are interested in what you have to offer, but you need to understand that niche. Don't go into it thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to generate leads for real estate. If you don't know anything about real estate, or go find somebody who knows something about real estate, because it's easier said than done. You could go find an individual who's already a master in that space. You could say, hey, look, here's what we're going to do. You're already really good at understanding the real estate space. I'm trying to understand how to do digital marketing. I'm going to run these ads for you. You're going to tell me a little bit about what I need to be looking for, what these clients are looking for, and together we can come together. We can split the price, whatever it may be. Or if you're already in a niche, let's say you are a mechanic, for example. So I talked to one of my friends I met at a mastermind a while back. I want to say maybe October or August, September or August, one of those times. I had met him at an event and he's a mechanic. And we were talking and he was like, yo, I want to learn how to basically do what you do, but for my industry. I said, okay, there's 2 ways to look at it. You can go find every single shop in the city, go meet with them, say, hey, look, how do you get clients? They're probably going to say referrals or newspaper or whatever. You say, hey, that's the old way. We're not doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to run ads for you. We are going to generate and get you qualified leads, people who are interested in getting their car fixed. Give me all the different things that you have to offer. Oh, we can fix tires. We can do oils, we can do engines, etc., etc., etc. Now you have a list of all the products and services that they have. Now you can say, okay, we can either run ads specifically for people who need their tires fixed, specifically for people who need their engine fixed, or we can just run ads as an all-encompassing, right? Ad saying, hey, if you need a mechanic shop locally, we can help you get things done. Now, the cool thing is, if you understand that niche, you know how to speak the language of the people, because the last thing you want to do is run super generic ads. And we're going to break into that in a second, because you need to know what are the things that those individuals already know. What are the keywords and phrases? If I run a mechanic ad right now, I'm gonna look like an idiot because I don't know all the simple, terminologies or what to say that make me look like I do know what I'm talking about versus I don't know what I'm talking about. And these are some of the distinguishing factors when you're generating leads on Facebook that you need to know, because you have to be able to speak the same language as those people. And this is just one example, but it can work for all industry. Photographers, if you do wedding photo shoots, do you do baby pictures? Like there's niches everywhere, but inside of that, you need to be a photographer so you could know what to speak or how to speak the language and what to actually say. Now, the second part is pretty obvious, right? You need to actually study how ads work. You need to take time. You need to buy a course or hop on YouTube and figure out, how do ads actually work? What are people doing? What are people saying? Where are they placing these ads? What are the basic fundamentals? What platforms are they using? We're talking about Facebook here, but you can use it for Facebook, TikTok, or Google. Figure out, how are people setting these ads up? What are some of the small little details that they are incorporating and utilizing that I may not know about? And that just takes time to study, just like anything. You're not just going to be able to go on there and throw an ad up. You have to go look at people, find people who are already in your industry. If you're a photographer, go look up people who run photography ads. ads. If you're a dog breeder, go look at dog breeding ads. Go on YouTube and type in, how to run an ad for dog breeding or to sell dogs. It's endless, but you need to understand what to look up, and you need to actually take the time to study and learn what they're doing. A lot of people will have simple strategies. Like if you're a life insurance agent and you watch my channel, you probably already know how to set up ads and you're off to the races because you found somebody who can speak the same language as you. But I think that no matter what industry you're in, you can still follow that same blueprint, but you have to know the basic fundamentals to actually running ads. Don't just hop in here and say, okay, cool, I know how to run real estate ads, but you don't actually understand how to run ads in general. You don't understand the whole entire framework of ads. You don't understand what the cost per click is. You don't understand what the click-through rate is. You don't even know what that really means. You're just up here throwing stuff out. Yes, while you may get results, you will not get results for a long period of time. Now, the third one ties in with the second one. Pretty simple. Is you need to subscribe to as many channels as you possibly can to learn as much as you can, as fast as you can, so you can implement, fall on your face, and then continue to learn until you master it yourself. And then you can unsubscribe to those people because you've already learned what you need to learn. Or you can stay subscribed to them. It's totally up to you. But at the end of the day, you need to figure out who are the people that I need to be learning from. What do I need to get from them? How can I get it? Is it paying for a course? Is it watching their videos online? What is going to be the best way for me to do that? Now, the benefit is if you can actually learn something from them and implement it quicker, you're going to help yourself, because the reality is what somebody is telling you currently is what's working right now. But if you're always only doing what's working right now, you're never going to be ahead of the curve. And there are other people who are paying for information that are getting ahead, and you'll basically always be behind, if that makes sense. So this is just a little simple hack that you can use, but I would say start with subscribing to individuals' channels, because you're going to have to learn how they run their Facebook ads or their Google ads or their TikTok ads. And then the last one I've already kind of touched on is that you need to implement, fail, and keep doing that over and over until you implement and succeed. And not to get discouraged. Like, I think a lot of times, especially when it comes to running ads, it's easy to get discouraged because your ad account gets shut down or things don't really go the way that you want them to. And then you're like, oh, well, I just go back to doing it some other way, or I don't really need this, or this isn't really important, or what I'm trying to do. It is. Whether or not you know it, you're going to have to either learn how to generate leads, or you're going to have to pay somebody to generate leads for you. There's pros and cons to both of them. They're both really useful, but somebody's got to do it. And I think that understanding what they do, whether or not you actually want to do it, because, the cons to mastering lead generation is that once you get really, really good at it, you're going to have to then build a business model around it, because once you know the information, you can't unlearn it. And then you're going to try to hire somebody who's not as good as you. It's probably going to frustrate you. But these are just small basic fundamentals that you need to know. Like on our team, our ads managers have, 10 years plus of experience doing this. 10 years of running ads on Facebook, Google. Like, just imagine that. You can't just think you're going to pick it up and figure it out day one. It's not how it works. So this video is a little bit shorter today, y'all. Just kind of wanted to break down these basic fundamentals I think are super important for a lot of people. May not know. Some people have probably heard me say these multiple times, but I think that understanding the reality that you do need to implement and fail. You do need to subscribe to tons of channels. You do need to try different things. Like what I'm saying for the life insurance space may not work for you. You might be a real estate agent doing something completely different, but there may be some principles that I give that you can use, that you can implement, and vice versa. I didn't just learn from life insurance people. There weren't really a lot of life insurance people giving out the sauce. I mean, we'll see as time goes on, but there's not a lot of channels out here. A lot of these people still don't make content. They don't even talk about anything. So when you get into it and you start finding people, you need to take bits and pieces from everybody and figure out, what's going to be your sauce, what you do. Because as I always say, if you mimic and then implement and then figure out what your sauce is, it's perfect. But if you try to copy word for word, while it may work for a few months or even a year, it will not work and stand the test of time. Because as I said before, in a previous step, you need to understand the basic fundamentals to how to actually run ads, not just how to run the play for your specific industry for a small period of time, because these platforms will change. Meta will change. Google will change. TikTok will change. Some other platform that comes out will be available. And if you don't actually understand the simple frameworks to social media marketing, you're going to be in a very difficult. But if you follow these steps, you'll be in a much better place because you'll be learning and you'll constantly be evolving. So I hope this helps. If you guys need anything, as always, please make sure to like, comment, always subscribe, drop any comments that you guys have below. Love to help out in any sort of way, shape, or form. And otherwise, have a great rest of the day. Appreciate y'all.